Sports, it's me, Mr. C, with the one and only Evan Perslow. How's it going?
What's up, man?
One and only.
I'm good.
One
Perslow,
and only.
What's up, man?
Whoop,
I'm excited for these games.
There we
Let's
go.
do it.
Let's do it to him. Let's add you in real quick. Sweet. All right, this is exciting. So I have finally enabled stream mode. So we are streaming not only on Twitch, we are also streaming onto our brand new Facebook page.
Oh, nice.
So I just set that up. It's been waiting in the wings, but I finally set it. I finally had the time to finish it all up. So we are multi-streaming right now.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, I kind of dabbled with that actually in streaming on YouTube and Twitch. It just didn't work because I play music during my streams, so I would always get copywritten.
Okay. Yeah.
But that's awesome. I still haven't explored Facebook as a streaming platform.
Yeah. It's surprisingly popular for certain games.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, I can imagine. I know there have been a very small handful of bigger shows that gotten offers to go to Facebook.
Yeah.
But it just doesn't. I haven't looked much into it, so it just doesn't make sense to me. Because I only see Facebook as the social media, but I'm sure it's.
Oh yeah, it's a good resource for sure.
Jesus.
I'm gonna try to clean up all my tabs. There we go. All right, we are currently waiting on their top. Oh, just got in. This is gonna hopefully start up soon. The dude in the chat. Good to see you.
All right. Oh.
What's going on? Oh, we're good.
Oh, they might have just been joining back for the order.
Yeah, probably.
So how does this series work? Is it best of 3 still?
It is best of it's what, 2 rounds? Right now there's no real right now the bracket system, it's paused, and we're doing a lot of scrims right now.
Oh, okay. So is this still a scrim?
This is still a scrim, yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm in communication with the league to see if we can possibly see when the bracket's gonna start up again.
Okay, for sure. Sounds.
But these scrims are pretty exciting because I mean, with the system going down, because of the whole virus, a lot of teams are involved in scrims, so it's really awesome to see so many people dedicated.
Yeah, for sure.
So this is exciting. We've been doing a lot of practices. I've been practicing with them a couple times, and we had some pretty decent matches.
No, yeah, we've had a lot of. Looking real good, man. Hey, thanks, Lars. I appreciate that.
Let's see. When's the?
I like having the two chat because we can kind of pull off of both. You know what I'm saying?
When is the next official bracket match? Let's take a look. Let's see. Let me take a look.
That's good that you got a. What's it called? The scrims allotted though.
Yeah. What is it? It is 4:22.
Hurt sometimes, but yeah. So we're just waiting for one to get back. It sounds like, and then we'll get started.
Probably off to the bathroom or something. The usual.
Yeah.
Getting a confirmation. We are set to go. It looks like the next bracket match is sort of waiting in the wings.
To be determined.
To be determined, yeah. But we're like,
or to be announced.
We're like towards the end of the bracket though, so it'll be coming up soon. Hopefully in a week or two.
Okay, for sure.
I'll make sure everyone's updated.
Right. First ban going away is Jack. Standard ban. I think we've seen one game in the recent past with Jack's top, and it actually absolutely demolished the game. Made it really hard to play. Garen being banned out. Wagyu likes to play Garen a lot. I'd say his top 3 champions played are Garen, Darius, Cho'Gath. Echo ban, standard ban that we've seen a lot from RHS's ban pool. And we shall see what else gets banned out here. See if either team has done their homework. Trundle being banned out. I haven't seen a lot of Trundle getting out of Tiny Nation. Let's get it, RHS. That's right. Let's get it.
Let's get it, RHS.
I haven't seen a lot of Trundle coming out from RHS. Have seen a little bit of Ari though back in the earlier seasons,
back in the early day.
Nico is gonna say a more of a comfort pick for A-Cactus, and she does well on the Nico, so we'll see if that picked here. But first pick,
maybe it's Zac time.
Oh, it might be Zac time. They might pick the Zac.
I hope so. I was liking the Zac when we had it a couple times.
No, the Zac was nice. The Zac was nice. Lee Sin. Okay, so I've never seen. I haven't seen Tiny Nation on the Lee Sin yet. I think it has been banned out. Yeah, it has been banned out a couple times in the previous games that we've played, but I've not seen him on the Lee Sin yet. So it'll be interesting to see how he passes and plays at champion. Mordekaiser, pretty good first pick, can be flexed between either the top or mid lane. And Graves, another very powerful jungler, able to fight the Lee Sin pretty early. Darius being picked for Wagyu Shepherd. We'll see if A-Cactus decides to pick the Malzahar or the Nico. Gonna be the Malzahar. I think I've seen one other game of A-Cactus on Malzahar. I do know that she plays Malzahar pretty often, so I'll be excited to see how she utilizes the ult in the in and around the map.
Let's see. Does Kobayashi play Morgana? I haven't seen Kobayashi play Morgana. Actually, I don't think I've ever seen him play Morgana.
It's gonna be Nico on the opposite team, actually.
Ooh.
Pretty funny. It kind of makes you wonder if A-Cactus would have picked the Nico, what would the other team pick?
Oh, the Nami ban!
No bubbles this time.
No!
Banning out Jin. RHS recognizing that opposite hasn't picked their ADC quite yet. Mal has more control, let's be honest. Mal has more control, but the Nico has a lot more poke. The Mal definitely has a better ultimate and is able to kind of lock down 1v1s and secure engages. It's just going to come to a situation of, is she going to be able to get in far enough to pick him off? They do have a lot of squishy champs on the opposing team. The tankiest right now being Mordekaiser, but he doesn't necessarily build tank. He just gets tank off of his kit and his raw stats. But Lucian picked out on the side of the opposing team, and in response is going to be Misfortune. I love Dead Tato on the Misfortune and the Ash
on the MF.
We'll see what else comes out here. I kind of want to see.
Karma.
The Karma's good. I would have rather seen a Leona or a Nautilus just because of it could chain well in with the Misfortune. But Kobe does do a great job with the Karma, and it's going to be Brand. So opposing team, obviously focusing more towards a poke-heavy comp, wants to take those long engagements and whittle down the RHS mana and health pools, trying to find the best opportunity in the lane and just keep them kind of suppressed as long as they can. Whereas RHS taking more of a scaling route, taking more of a kind of 1-3-1 route potentially later on if Malzahar can split and Darius can split. They will focus more on their individual scaling rather than poking down the enemy team. Ultimately, both of these squads have more of a late game oriented path. I would just say the other team is more focused on getting an advantage early, and it's going to be RHS's job to realize that and adapt accordingly. Not staying under tower, but playing according to timers is going to be really important, and playing according to what would it be? Just playing according to how the lane is working is really going to be important. You don't want to engage on the Lucian and the Brand when Lucian has his E up or his flash up and the Brand has all of his abilities up. With Ignite, it's just going to be impossible to A, get the Lucian caught out, and B, deal enough damage to kill the Brand before he can do all of that insane nuke damage to you.
Oh yes.
He's able to just blow players out of lane. It's an insane champion, and is a very dangerous pick to deal with. So I wouldn't be surprised if this game the Brand does well and RHS decides to ban it out next game. I could even see a Cactus picking the Nico in the next game to not only secure a safe pick for her, but also take it away from the opposing team's champion pool. But it'll also depend on how the Malzahar does this game. If she feels comfortable on the Malzahar and is able to pick players out, then I see her picking it again in the following game.
Yeah, that Brand can do some really, really insane damage. Brand's one of the ones from my pool that I usually do, and yeah, you can just nuke in.
Yeah, totally. And it even gets to the backline with his ultimate.
Yep.
And you don't even need to be in the backline anywhere close to it. You can literally just drop it on the front line and it will bounce all the way back.
It'll make its way there. Make him a way downtown.
Exactly. Walking fast, faces passing.
Let's see. Chat says, the thing that scares me about this matchup is more than late game. Ulting Tiny whenever he tries to get in insec engage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's going to be a matter of Tiny Nation being able to get the combos off quickly. I feel like Lee Sin's combo time is a lot faster than Mordekaiser's cast time on the ultimate. If he's able to really get in there quickly and get the insect off, he's going to be able to dodge the Mordekaiser ult pretty easily just because of how fast Lee Sin moves from one spot to another. If he's able to get the first Q down on a backline member and then recast the Q, place a ward hop to it, and then get the insect off, there's no way the Mordekaiser is going to be able to track him fast enough with his mouse in order to cast the ultimate.
That
and
speed,
the ultimate has a really long cast time, so he should be fine.
I forgot he can build Quicksilver Sash and be A-OK.
Right, yeah. So I would actually probably see a Quicksilver Sash built more on Dead Tato. Lee Sin has a standard kind of build that he does typically build. I only know this because I played Lee Sin a lot in this season and at the beginning of the season and at the end of the last season. His builds aren't as flexible as most junglers. He kind of just builds his jungling item, whether it be blue or red smite. And now since the warding totem or the warding jungling item is gone, he'll build typically either Tiamat to increase his clear speed and his damage output, and then he will build Black Cleaver. Let me position this. Oh wait, I need to find once we get in game where the sweet spot is. But looking at the masteries right now, a big, massive 100,000 mastery point on Misfortune from Dead Tato. He's picked this. I've seen him pick this once, and the one time that I saw him pick this, he carried the game. It was insane, absolutely insane, superb gameplay.
Definition of popping off.
The pure definition of MF carry. But Kobe does a really great job on the Karma. He has a really good success with those poke support champions, which I feel like plays more to why he picked Karma compared to picking something like the Leona or the Nautilus. Both of those champions don't necessarily cater to his playstyle, so I would say the Karma is a lot better pick because it has the ability to keep the MF safe, which does kind of lack mobility compared to the Ezreal, the Lucian, and just other ADCs where they don't have nearly the same amount of mobility. But with the Karma, she's able to shield and speed up her allies, and it's going to be really important for getting into the backline.
Yeah.
But we are almost loaded in. Spotify keeps cutting out for some reason. Here, let's go to SoundCloud for a bit.
Trying to get your sound all set up.
Am I?
This Malzahar I'm excited about seeing too. Hey, Alexa Barba, thanks for the follow.
Something is breaking on my end.
Yeah.
Oh, what's going on? I cannot hear anybody.
You having audio issues?
Let's try this now. I'm going to mute until I get this resolved on my end.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Give me 1 second. Oh, wait, no, I can hear it now.
You got it?
What just happened? Yeah. Okay. Something just broke on my end. But we are good now.
Hey,
Sorry about that.
Hey, Miss Barba, thanks for the follow.
All right.
Let's load in. Come on.
We're back in business, sir.
Business time. Ready to go. Gordy, 711,
okay,
thanks
cool.
for the follow.
Oh, one thing that I did on my stream that you might be interested in doing on your end is you can actually get this extension which called League of Legends. What's it called?
I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't necessarily need to always like keep tab holding down for them to see items. They can kind of click and see items themselves, which is kind of nice. But it's something that I have on my. I think pretty nice.
Yeah, I saw that on yours and I was like, oh man, you know that would be really awesome to do. All right, we're loading in the game.
All right, get my music playing.
Iteming up.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. "30 seconds until minions spawn."
All right. Sorry, I was just making a shout out on my stream real quick.
Oh no, you're good, man. You're good.
All right, looking at the setup from here, looks like Nico may be a little late to lane. However, good start from RHS. You see, I really like this positioning from Dead Tato and from A Cactus. They're making sure that their entrances are covered,
Yeah.
which is very important to the early engage or the early invade. They
Really
probably
good
wouldn't
coverage,
have done
really
it.
good coverage.
Yeah, they wouldn't have done it anyways, just because they were missing a player. But it's still good coverage. I almost would rather have A Cactus sitting in the mid lane, kind of in front of her tower, and then Kobe walking up. And then if RHS is able to learn the timings from where they're standing to get to the red buff efficiently, then that would just aid more in the rotations even more.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Looks like Graves starting top side, Lee Sin starting bot side. Both of their red buffs. Graves highlighting that he wants to make more of a focus on the bot lane and getting them ahead, so he'll start from top side and clear down towards bot lane. All right. Looks like Nico may be having some connection troubles.
Looks like it. A Cactus hopping in the chat. Go play. You should be playing the game.
The BM. All right, Nico is back. I repeat,
There we
Nico
go.
is back.
Nico is on the field.
All right, see regular Trinket in the River Bush on the bot side. Both teams wanting to make sure that they maintain vision. RHS is going to have vision a little bit longer than the opposing team, which is crucially important because you see Graves positioning right now in the bot side. He's going to want to make a move towards that bot lane scuttle crab and then potentially into the bot lane. RHS should be able to move back from this pretty quickly with MF speed up and with Karma speed up. Should be able to get out pretty easily.
That's a danger of putting your ward down too early.
Exactly, yeah. You want to make sure that you understand the timings. I'm pretty sure it lasts 120 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
So that also comes with knowing where the enemy jungler is, because if they're top lane, you wouldn't want to put the ward down as soon as you see them top lane. You have time to kind of wait a little bit and then maybe wait like 30 seconds and then put it down, because it's going to last a little longer and it's more likely to catch something. Tiny Nation, I love this pathing. He doesn't get picked up by that ward in the top river bush. So he's going to try to make a play here on the Nico. Nico does flash away from the Lee Sin Q. It's a good flash, but they're going to take that trade pretty easily.
Mm-hmm. Good flash out. Good play.
Yeah. Look at the vision that they have in river right now. They want to see how much they can get out of the vision there, but looks like they're going to pause.
Oh.
We'll see if we can get back into it.
Their ping hit 3,000.
I love you, 3,000.
Right? That was a high ping. Dude, I hit 30 ping and I'm calling somebody.
Oh, I know. Well, I've been sitting at like 20 ping in Valorant, and if I'm ever above like 30, I'm like, okay, what's
Yeah, no. If I hit anywhere like 40 or 50, I'm calling Comcast. I'm like, hey, what is up with this?
Yeah, what's going on right now?
You better refresh my connection right now. We see a reconnect. We'll see if we get back in this game. Yeah, if you're in the chat, don't be afraid to hop in, say hi. Especially with a multi-stream system, I'm just brand new. All right, we're back in.
All right, we are back in. It looks like. Let me. All right.
Darius having some trouble up top. Darius.
Looks like first drag coming up is going to be Cloud Drake. Maybe semi-priority for these players that do have a very high ult timer. What's Mr. C stream link? It's actually RHS _ esports 1, I'm pretty sure.
Yep, check us out.
Twitch.tv/RHS. I'll type it in chat right now.
I know nothing about this game, but seems fun. It is very fun. I myself am relatively new to the game, and it's very fun. I enjoy it.
Yeah, no. This game is very fun. Very hard to get into. Riot Games has made a name for wanting games that are easy to learn, hard to master. So
yeah,
that's what they're kind of following with Valorant as well. But that's especially League of Legends. It's easy to learn one champ and just stick to that one champ, but it's very difficult to master. We saw Graves kind of making an appearance in the top side, not able to work anything as Wagly Shepherd is just pushed under his tower, wants to play safe and just farm up as much as he can. Seeing a lot better CS action here out of RHS in Darius. He's able to actually farm up some CS and play to scaling. Doesn't see as much of a deficit. So that's very good. We'll see if Lee Sin wants to make a play onto this Cloud Drake. Looks like he does. He should be able to farm this pretty easily. Graves stuck on his Krugs. He's probably going to back after, but may need some assistance from his bot lane. Looks like that's exactly what he's going to get right here. So that should be first drag over to RHS.
What's up, Mr. C? What's up with you? Good to see you in the chat.
All right. Tiny Nation going back to farming his red jungle. Wagly Shepherd making his way back up to the top lane. Looks like Tiny Nation's actually going to go farm his blue buff, or his blue jungle, as his blue buff's coming up pretty soon. And then Graves is going to probably back after this wolf camp. He's seeing some pretty low health.
Yep.
Exactly what he's going to do. Riverbush is warded right here, so I think I can do this. We'll see just how far the wards on the Reds team actually go out to. So I think he was spotted on that ward by doing the Scuttle Crab. He is right now, actually, so Mordekaiser is going to be able to see that. This is very dangerous to gank Mordekaiser post level 6 because he's really able. Yeah, he is able to make any 2v1 into a 1v1 and then have the upper hand on the 1v1 after if he's able to kill the person that he locks down in his ultimate. It's very dangerous to gank Mordekaiser post 6.
Hey, thanks for the follow. Woo!
Seeing a lot of damage here in the bot lane. MF gonna get some poke down onto the Lucian. He has to E away. I don't know. Oh, both flash burnt there actually from the Lucian and the Brand. So that's a good trade on RHS's side. Whereas RHS has both of their summoner abilities, and we actually find them in the situation like this very often. I think this is going to be a good point to coach them on, is a lot of the times they're able to get summoner abilities out of their enemy laners while they still have them up. So that's very important for Lee Sin to know, so he can make a rotation down into the bot lane and kind of make some pressure off of that, even if it's just plates like RHS is getting now. But it could even convert into 1 kill, which makes it more worth in the long run.
Yeah.
To just keep snowballing.
Because the possibility is there. Just need to get some better communication going on. Nothing much, just grinding Rainbow Six Siege. Man, I haven't touched Rainbow Six Siege in a long time.
Graves making another appearance in the top lane. Wagly Shepherd has done a good job of maintaining vision there in the River Bush. And the Malzahar actually seeing a 30 CS lead here in the mid lane. This is very important. Doesn't let the Nico really breathe at all. And he's able to kind of roam around, get some vision, scale up a lot faster than Nico's able to. Even just looking off the items, Malzahar has a lost chapter. That means he's able to expend a lot more of his abilities and expend a lot more mana than the Nico is, and is able to really push her off of the wave. And we shall see. Nico is very low here. We'll see if Tiny Nation wants to make a play here. onto the Nico. Has to be careful for the large CC that Nico has with her ultimate. She does have mana available, and her root. Tiny Nation does see Graves here and is just gonna walk away from the engagement. Maybe a good insect out of this can turn into a kill. Just getting the poke down and then dash to his ward to get out of there.
Good pings.
Yeah, they want to be careful here because they know Nico's coming back, and it's really easy for the bot lane to rotate up. Tiny Nation wants to get this insect on into the Malzahar ultimate. This should be a kill back down. Not enough on the Malzahar. Really, Malzahar needs to activate all the abilities that he can for doing the ultimate because it'll just basically secure the kill. But it was a good plan. Probably could have been executed a little better. The Graves didn't really go anywhere on the insect. Cleaner. Yeah, but still was a good effort. They realized that they could potentially do something with the ultimate chains there, and they tried to do it. It just wasn't enough damage. So maybe later in the game when they do have a little bit more items, they're able to complete the combo.
Yeah, it's a solid attempt.
Exactly, yeah.
Let's see.
And it's always ultimately just gauging their damage.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to force more to back for Rift Herald due to him being able to ult Tiny.
What was that comment?
It's going to be tough to force more to back for Rift Herald due to him being able to ult Tiny Nation.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be... Rift Herald is going to be hard to take if they're grouping to it. What they really should be doing is pressuring the Mord as much in the mid lane as he can to either keep it neutral or on his side, so Lee Sin can easily solo it. Almost all junglers in League of Legends have the ability to really easily solo Rift Herald post level like 6. By then they should have their jungling item or at least started it. They're able to get more lifesteal off of the objective, and they're not going to have much of a hard time, especially with when the eye opens up. It's just a lot of damage going down. We see Tiny Nation getting ulted into Mordekaiser's ultimate. He does leash him back into the Darius. Darius not able to follow up as he doesn't see the Mordekaiser. Mordekaiser forced to flash out of that.
First blood.
We see a first blood.
Finally.
On the bot side of the map, I think Graves might have been trying to get some vision down onto the Dragon Pit to potentially start up the Infernal Drag, but there was a good rotation. A Cactus suppressing down the Nico here in the mid lane, doing all of the abilities that she can, forcing the flash out of the Nico again, and then Tiny Nation there to clean up with the Sin Q.
Good.
Seeing kills all over the map.
Right? Finally, we're seeing some kills. That Lisa, that Q, man.
Yeah, with the Nico flash being gone, it's really easy to land that on her, and it was key that he walked in at that time and made sure to hold until she flashed, because if she flashes the Q, she gets out of there and walks away free. But really good stuff out of RHS. They're going to secure this Infernal Drag. Second drag over to RHS, score is 2-0, and we see Graves making a focus towards the Rift Herald on the top side, realizes that he needs to get some pressure back, some income back to make an appearance in this game. RHS doing a great job of controlling the map and playing to their strongest lanes, and even keeping the lanes that are best suited to win the game for the opposing team back and contained. But Malzahar, 50 CS lead on the Nico, and that's kind of impressive because Malzahar doesn't have the poke abilities or the range that Nico has. So very impressive that she's able to kind of control the wave in a way that benefits her really easily. Big ultimate coming down from the Brand. We'll see if this translates into a kill. Not enough damage, but Lucian does E forward and ultimate the Karma down. So that is going to be a kill, 1-for-0 in the bot lane. Graves going to summon Shelly in the mid lane.
See a lot of pressure there. We're going to see some deviation probably.
Yeah, it's going to be some plates secured over to the red team. I think 3 plates, but A Cactus should be able to just clear up Shelly here.
Oh, yeah.
Just gives them more pressure. Big ultimate coming down from Dead Tato, able to secure the first tower, and then forces the flash out of the Brand again.
Solid aggression against that Brand.
Oh, yeah. She had the confidence to walk up there and ultimate, so they're able to push them out from under the tower and secure the first tower. That's really big because with mid tower going from basically 100 to 0, close to 0 there, big ultimate coming down onto the Nico and Lee Sin securing the kill. They should be able to get some pressure here into the mid lane with Graves being away from any lane. We'll see how much this tower can be cracked.
Let's see that bot lane CS difference. Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, that's a big CS deficit there.
that you don't want to see.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to see that on your side, especially with the Lucian brand. That's going to be your most volatile lane.
Yeah.
And is really going to have the most importance in transitioning into the late game. If they're not getting any sort of income whatsoever, it's going to be very hard for them to make any strides towards the late game. It's a big wave pushing underneath the tower. A-Cactus probably could have walked under tower and killed the Graves right there.
Oh, yeah.
Able to get the second tower. Should just back up out of there. We'll see if it translates into a kill. It does translate into a kill. The two caster minion bullets following the Graves all the way to that second tower secures the kill. I do want to make a quick note. Wily Shepherd's doing a much better job of maintaining his CS.
Oh, yeah.
And maintaining some sort of presence in lane. We've seen games where he's had a 60 CS deficit, so that's really good that he's been practicing his CS, knowing when they can walk up and farm and trade. So that's really important.
Definitely, we're seeing significantly better play.
From everyone on the RHS.
Oh yeah.
Never falter.
Ooh, heavy
Some
action.
big ultimates here in
Big
the bot
ult
lane.
usage.
A big 3 for nothing for the side of RHS. They gain the there's actually no summoner abilities there, but do expend a lot of ultimate to secure the 3-4-0, but that's completely fine. They're going to want to pressure this bottom tier 2. Ping's going down onto the Nico in the mid lane from RHS. They know that they want to make a play here onto the Nico with the Malzahar ultimate being available. This is going to be a good, easy kill, it looks like. Kind of gets the insect in the wrong way, but does get the last Q onto her into the Nico ultimate,
Never falter.
and does get the flash out of the Nico.
We might be seeing a benefit of A-Cactus playing a lot of Nico, being able to know what Nico can do and how Nico can move.
Oh yeah, totally. And this is all just understand how champions work in the game. It's really important to know their abilities and know the cooldowns. And that's what I was kind of previously saying in the pregame. Understanding when cooldowns can be best used is really important.
Oh, yeah.
Mordekaiser getting the ultimate down onto
Ooh.
Wily Shepherd really early there, just in time for the Malzahar to really be useless when going up there. Good heal coming out from Wily Shepherd, but that's a big mace going down onto the Darius, gonna secure the kill into the top lane. We'll see if A-Cactus can make anything happen with the Mordekaiser ultimate down. She may be able to do something here, but Graves and Nico making a transition into the top lane, want to get some more pressure there, maybe some vision. Just gonna back off from the top lane.
Yep, that proto belt.
Tiny Nation wants to secure this Ocean Drake, kind of overextended here in
A
the
little bit.
maybe a little dangerous to be doing this dragon, but he does know that
But he wants it.
Lucian and Brand are there, but he did land the Q onto the Brand. That's a big insect. Knocks the Brand into the Lucian, causing
Oh,
the
wow.
knockup, and is able to clean up
Double kill.
both the dragon and the enemy players.
And the lane just cleaned.
Yeah, Misfortune able to secure the kill onto the Graves as well, catching him out separate from his team. Should be able to crack something down here, and RHS is one dragon off of Soul Point. That's going to be a huge win condition there for RHS. It is also important to note that they don't necessarily need to overextend for the Dragon Soul. They have Dragon now on the opposing team, so they don't necessarily need to prioritize Dragon as much as some other lanes. May be more beneficial to get some towers.
Yeah.
In the meantime, if Dragon is up, you can let it sit there for a little bit, get some vision, and then get it when there's absolutely nothing else to do. There are other objectives on the map. Soul Point is nice, but it may be more beneficial to get stuff elsewhere when the opposing team isn't anywhere near Soul Point. MF making a stand here in the bot lane, trying to get the inhib turret, seeing a level 11 versus a level 9 Lucian, and is able to get the Inhib turret down to below half health.
Tiny Nation Pog champ.
Tiny Nation Pog champ. Good flash coming out from A Cactus there. Doesn't dodge the Mordekaiser damage, but does get away from the potential death. And with it right now, that's a big shutdown on all members of RHS, including Lee Sin, Malzahar, and Misfortune. So it's going to be really important that they understand those shutdowns, because that could be what gets the opposing team into the game.
Oh, yeah.
Misses the MF ultimate onto the Nico. Nico a little bit too fast out of that. Lee Sin and Graves may be seeing a little bit of a skirmish here. That's a level 11 Lee Sin versus a level 8 Graves. Graves just wants to finish this blue buff, but it is going to be a transfer over to Lee Sin. Graves really just needed to get out of there as quick as possible, but not able to make anything happen there. Good shield onto Dead Tato from Kobe. Negates the Lucian ultimate. Flash forced out from the Brand, so MF may be able to make more of a stand here. That's some big damage. Took the Brand from half HP to almost one shot.
Yeah. Almost a one shot. Solid. Heavy mid lane action.
Dead Tato may be forced to back off here. Some good pings want to back off and make sure that they're not giving away the shutdown. Good block from Wagley Shepherd.
That was solid. Just you run in and take that. Awesome.
Exactly.
Ooh, close pull attempt.
Mordekaiser kind of overextended here. Doesn't have much team. He's actually going to just regroup with them in his jungle. But ACAC is able to just push out this lane as fast as possible and just manage the wave and make sure that it stays on the opponent's side of the team, while Tiny Nation is able to freely get this top lane tower. Mordekaiser and Lucian rotating up to this tower. It may have been more beneficial to save the ultimate. A Cactus in the meantime does get a big ultimate down onto the Brand, but Tiny Nation able to just 2v1 here in the top lane. He's so far ahead with the Stair Axe and the completed jungling item, as well as with the Merc Treads. He's able to just 2v1 out of Mordekaiser ultimate and keep on pushing. Nico wants to get something started here with her ultimate, getting dragged in by the Darius, kind of negates the animation there, and a big MF ultimate going to clean up the Graves, almost gets the Nico down to see that death timer as well.
Tiny Nation is indeed popping off. The chat is lighting up.
Yeah, dude, that big
that 1v2, yeah, was, I mean, you're starting to see a huge difference just overall everything. I mean, you're starting to see that scaling with gold. Who is this guy? He's a pro player. That's what he is. See massive pinch.
Ultimate going down on the Dead Tato here. Maybe seeing a big shutdown. Good heal. Good flash away from the Mordekaiser ultimate. Isn't able to go anywhere though. Stuck in between two players. Lee Sin able to follow up, get the shield down. Not able to secure her ADC, his ADC's life, but maybe able to clean up the Graves here. Some good damage on the Lee Sin. Maybe able to clean up the Mordekaiser as well. There's a level 14 to 14. Highest level on the opposing team. Able to clean up the 2v1 and secures it for a 2-1 for the side of RHS.
A jungle difference.
The jungle diff is real. Meanwhile, RHS is just sieging the enemy team's base. Maybe able to take down this Nexus tower. RHS gonna back off. Meanwhile, Tiny Nation getting the soul point. Should be a free dragon over to RHS.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
much
All
to
that
do there. Oh yeah. And that's Ocean Soul over to RHS. It's a big win condition. Cements their lead even farther.
23-minute Baron.
And just to note, this is an over 10,000K gold lead for RHS. This is
Yes.
going to be very hard for the
This
opposing
is
team to get out of.
Huge.
This is a huge gold lead.
Tiny Nation hopping in the chat saying, Poggers, go play. Aggressive mid lane action happening. The MF all coming off.
Yeah,
Massive
big
damage.
MF onto the side, massive damage to get them down to below half health. All members of the opposing team.
They
Some
use that
big
to
damage
push.
on MF, able to just get their pressure down into the mid lane.
Wow.
And they're able to tank a lot with this Ocean Drag, able to fish out the Nico kill with the MFQ. Waggly Shepherd seeing a lot of damage here from the tower, able to get out of there with 1 HP. But RHS should be able to get this second inhib down.
Oh, yeah. Massive play to just use that forward momentum to just up the aggression.
Oh yeah, that was a big play from the MF to do that damage as fast as he can. Mordekaiser does ultimate the MF. MF does get QSS, and QSS is the Mordekaiser ultimate as he's overextended into her team, RHS. So they're able to get him down as quick as possible and should be able to just crack open this base with both players on the enemy team below half HP. This should be really easy to do. Tiny Nation going in for the Lee Sin Q, killing the Graves underneath Fountain. Big Nico ultimate coming out, getting a 4 stun, but it is not enough. RHS losing some members, but is able to clean up this Nexus. And it will be GG's in the chat.
In the chat
That
all
QSS
around.
from the MF was
Yeah,
insane.
yeah.
Really secured that kill onto the Mordekaiser.
Yeah. Wow. Talk about an insane game right there.
Game 1 down.
Game 1 down. At least in Q, right? Woo.
That is a crazy game. Looking at the graph. Look at those graphs.
Yeah.
That is crazy. Believe it or not, MF did more damage than the Lee Sin there. Absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Lee Sin was 15-1.
I'm sure some of that damage came from that middle ult that just popped off. It was
Oh yeah.
that
Oh,
placement
definitely.
that placement was
5-man?
beautiful.
100%.
Huge income gaps.
Oh yeah, insane income gaps. There was probably 15. Let's
That MF just taking everything.
yeah.
All right, we are going to get invited into the next match now. The next round. Let me get you in here. Spectate. Let's get you in. Oop.
Oh, game
Yeah.
lobby is
Yeah. There we go.
all right. Time to get into game 2. Let's see what the bans change up to be.
It was the
Might
MF
see an
off
MF
against
ban.
Eternity. Oh, probably.
It might be a Lee Sin ban. I would be shocked if Lee Sin got through.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Crazy, crazy, crazy game. Awesome game, though. I mean, the gameplay is just...
Oh no, yeah, totally.
As you said before, I mean, you saw some really good play, really good mechanical ability. Now it's just tightening up those mechanics with each other, communication,
definitely, yeah.
to get some of those things in there.
Yeah, like I said, if Lee Sin is able to like kind of move over to the bot side of the map when RHS gets the summoner leads that they tend to do in every game, it's gonna be easy kills.
Oh yeah.
Especially in a lane like Lucian Brand when they're that far behind. At one point, Lucian had a like 80 or 70 CS lead.
Yeah, it was
Or
huge.
CS deficit, sorry. Some big leads from RHS.
Fear is the first of many.
ban,
All right,
Garen
Lee Sin
ban.
ban, Garen ban, and Mordekaiser ban. Just kind of recognizing that the Mordekaiser was kind of hard to deal with in that last game. Should be a good ban coming out.
Ace Kobayashi in the chat. Nami time? Question mark. I hope to see some bubbles pop off.
I want to see the bubbles.
I want to see the bubbles, man. Hey, if we
Echo Band coming out.
if we reach that affiliation, man, that's one of the first emotes we gotta make. Is that bubble?
Oh yeah, totally.
Malzahar, man.
What was the last requirement on your guys' side? That was the
Hours.
the affiliation thing.
Hours.
Oh, hours, right?
Other than that, we're good. And I think with this week alone, with our game today and our game Friday, we should easily reach that. So I think we'll reach affiliation by the end of the month.
Oh, nice.
Then we can get some of them Nami bubbles. A Cactus says no question. No, not Nami time, but too late. Nami's in.
Nami is first pick locked in. We are gonna see the bubbles.
Dude Storm always an easy clap. Kaisa in.
Yeah, I haven't seen the Kaisa pick in any of these games. It'll be interesting. But Shyvana being picked. RHS did ban that in the previous game. Fizz being picked. That's a pretty different champ. We haven't seen much. So that'll be probably a pretty hard pick to deal with if RHS does pick a Nico. Malzahar is banned out, so they may be picking the Nico here. It's going to be pretty hard to play against that Fizz, though, just because the Fizz can dodge pretty much everything from the Nico.
Your worst decisions will haunt you.
Morgana being banned out. RHS recognizing
no black
opposing
shields
team
today.
hasn't picked their top laner or their support. No black shields today. That is right.
Which is just annoying. Into the Jax ban, the MF ban.
We must all make our choices.
Karma ban.
Banning Karma when Nami's already picked.
Right?
RHS already picked their
That's
support.
okay. You ban all you want.
That's okay. We're just gonna pick Ari.
Yep.
Fiora. It's a pretty good pick coming out. It's a
Yep.
very hard pick to deal with.
Yes.
Opposing team obviously making more of a push towards lanes that are more solo viable than dependent upon other ganks. Fiora is really hard to play against, but she doesn't group well at all.
She really doesn't.
She just has a lot of siege, and it's going to be pretty hard for Waggly Shepherd to be dealing with that.
Yeah, you really really good Fiora. It's pretty hard to go against.
Right. Silas Jungle. This is going to be a pretty interesting pick. Silas Jungle is pretty hard to play, or it's not very good in the current meta. It was really good at one point, just with the way that his kit has changed and his passive has changed. Is not great play at the moment, but should see some interesting gameplay nonetheless. It's going to be a Xerath support here, so some good CS or CC on either sides of the map. But RHS does have the upper hand with the Ari Charm. I wanted to say Nami and Ari at the same time, but Ari Charm, Nami Bubble, Varus, Ult, and Darius, Hook, Silas, Root, and Silas on the opposing team. There are some good ultimates for Silas to steal. There aren't any like particularly bad ones. I would say the worst would probably be Fiora ult, just because it's going to be really hard for him to use it. But with the Kaisa ult, he's able to really just reposition, get the shield pretty easily. The Fizz ult, it's a big shark that he's able to throw into the opposing team and just combo really well. That's a joke that me and my friend group like to say a lot. Whenever we play Fizz in a game, we'll just yell shark whenever we want to go in. But the Shyvana ult is a really good ult for him to steal as well. He's able to just get in there and cause a lot of CC, even more CC than the opposing team. And then the Xerath ult, he can kind of just poke and play wherever he needs to and get last minute picks.
Let's see, poke Varus maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, potentially a poke Varus. He's seeing more of a play. I know that he was played a lot in season 7 or 8. Probably 8. Yeah, I think 8 was when he was played a lot. But Yeah. Right now, it's more of a lethal tempo Varus, but he is seeing a lot more play with the Arcane Comet.
Tiny Nation in the chat. My Lee.
Yeah, they didn't want you having that.
They
did not want you having that.
No. They saw They saw you popping off.
They did not want to see that 15-1 Lee Sin again.
Yeah. I mean,
I wouldn't want to see that 15-1 Lee Sin again. If I was on the opposing team, I definitely wanted to see it again. I want to see that Chinese insect.
Oh yeah. Dude Storm, bro, hit me up when you could Chinese insect. But yeah, we're seeing some really good work. I'm really excited to see a lot of this, mobility, this use of wards, this. I don't know. It looks like overall we're making really great strides. If you've seen our previous streams,
totally.
Definitely go back and look at our previous streams, and you can see that we've made some really great increases in gains. It's really awesome. Chat getting a little feisty over here. Dude Storm Tiny's just upset his Lee mechanics aren't as clean as mine. I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, if I were RHS, I'd be pretty scared of the Fizz and the Fiora opposing team. Those are two really hard champs to deal with. They have the ability to really just solo carry.
Yeah. Hit me up at DudeStorm when you can ghost kick. Y'all are too much in this chat. Y'all are too much. All right, we should be getting loaded in soon.
All right.
Make sure you check out our Instagram page as well. Just recently posted a pretty cool video. You can check it out. You can see the team. That is on Instagram. We are under RHS _eSports. Check us out. A recent post is of a really cool video I made that shows the team. So if you want to see a little bit more in depth on all these players, you can see their faces, see their usernames, and just sort of get a face of the name. Check them out. Hey, Mr. Dalian, thanks for the follow. Let's see, what do we have on these masteries? A cactus, of course, 44,000 on the Ari.
All right. 40,000 on the Ari, 12 on the Silas, and 18 on the Nami. No mastery points on the opposing team. Maybe just some picks that they think might work with the comp they play, but pretty standard runes and masteries from the opposing team. It is going to be Poke Varus with the Arcane Comet. That's pretty fun to see. See what he decides to build here. I think in the past they built like Quality Poke Varus, but this one they may build kind of a hybrid of both. Should be loading in here
any minute now. Is that their support? Chat says. Question mark, question mark, question mark.
Which one?
Opposing team support.
Oh, yeah.
I want to scrim RHS. Just by yourself? You got to have a team. What's going on? Center support. Resident sleep. This loading's been taking some time.
Oh yeah, am I be seeing some connection issues? I know they were having that in the previous game with some disconnect.
Yeah. Well, I mean, all servers are pretty packed right now. You know,
Oh yeah.
everyone's online. All right, we loaded
All
in.
right.
All right.
Oh, I want to see what Dead Tato thinks about Double Lift going back to TSM. If he's a Team Liquid fan.
Oh.
All right, both teams loading in here. And we are off.
Wagley Shepherd taking his time to get to top.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Yeah.
Let's see how the setup is this time.
30 seconds.
Might be a little bit of a story with the pathing, how quickly Tiny Nation's able to get into lanes. Silas doesn't have as fast of a clear as Lee Sin does, but I think compared to Shyvana, his clear is kind of the same. Wagley Shepherd having good positioning here in the top lane, make sure that the enemy team doesn't get any early invade or any early vision.
Really good job at watching those lanes. We didn't see that a lot
Oh, yeah.
in the early
Definitely.
games.
Definitely.
And it really bit us when there was a game we saw where early invade just took everything.
Oh yeah, totally. In the very first game I remember casting, they had gotten early invaded, or the very first series that I casted for RHS, they got an early invade, and they were just, it looks like that invade was just a slippery slope for the whole series.
Oh yeah.
Kind of a similar story of what happened last game with Tiny Nation, able to just kind of walk around wherever you wanted and get kills. But it's good to see it on the side of RHS. Fizz reconnecting after some connection issues.
Did that blue buff go out?
And both junglers starting at their blue buff. Opposing team is starting topside again, so wants to clear from top to bottom, maintain some bot priority as long as they can. Tiny Nation farming up in the bot lane as well, but will start making his transition into the top lane, or the top side of the map. Good drag onto the Fiora, getting a good combo. Good trade for Wagley Shepherd. Fiora doesn't have the vital on the side of the Darius that she needs to, so not able to get healing out of that, which is very important for RHS.
Good exchanges back and forth, good laning.
Yeah, good trades back and forth.
Yeah, unfortunately that lag's going to give Ari a little bit of a boost.
Yeah. It is going to be a 3-level lead for RHS in the mid lane. And it looks like Fizz started E, so he's going to be able to dodge some abilities from the Ahri, unless he uses it like he did there. Ahri may want to try to walk up and get some poke down. Silas making a invade here into the opposing team's red jungle. Probably wants to steal away the Raptors. Is going to do just that. Some good jungling for Tiny Nation. And Fizz getting some vision here. I think if Tiny Nation would have been a little bit faster on that, he probably could have locked down some good damage onto Fizz. But RHS getting some pressure here into the bot lane. Pokes down the Kai'Sa just a little bit. See how much damage that poke did just with the Arcane Comet and the Q.
Wow.
And A Cactus does have some vision in the top river bush, so should be safe from that side of the map. Good drag again from the Darius. Does miss the axe, so it doesn't get as much damage as he does need. And Fiora able to just trade it back out.
Good vision placement.
RHS
We're seeing heavy vision happening in the opposing team.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was just about to say RHS able to spot out the Shyvana. They do know where she's at. So should be able to negate this gank here into the bot lane. Right. Might see a little bit of action here in the river. A Cactus walking up, knows that the Shyvana is there, is knowledgeable of the Fizz's position as well. Fizz standing on a ward. Might try to get the charm, not able to fish out the charm and fish. Get it?
Ha,
Fizz is
fish. Ha.
Not able to get the charm onto the Shyvana. Shyvana is making presence here in the drag pit. Big root coming down from the Sylas. Should be able to get to Shyvana pretty easily. I'm pretty sure that his dueling is a lot better than the Shyvana. Shyvana is forced to flash out with the
A Cactus
charm
cleanup
there,
duty.
finally able to fish out the Shyvana with her charm. And Kai'Sa forced to flash out of that situation as well. RHS should be able to just secure the Cloud Drake. Have to be cautious of his steal, however. Kai'Sa is able to deal with her W. Also able to jump over and steal by autoing. Tiny Nation maybe chunk down here. Good dodge from the Xerath Q. Is able to get some health back from
Nami doing good.
Smite. Nami good with healing and making sure that her jungler stays alive. Some good dodges from Tiny Nation. Almost saw a death there on Tiny Nation. Would have been bad because Ivana was coming back. Might see a gank here. Big Charm goes onto the Fizz. Is going to probably E out of the Sylas route. Does flash E, so that's another summoner timer for RHS. I want to see the bubbles.
Where are my bubbles?
He's getting the water all bubbly.
There you go. There you go. You gotta boil
He's got to
it.
prep them. He's got to prep them. All right. Waggly Shepherd getting pushed into top tower here. This is going to be pretty important to note because Fiora does scale hard off of the advantages that she gets. There is currently a 15 CS difference in the top lane. Waggly Shepherd should be able to get some of that back with Fiora backing off here, but it's going to be important that he doesn't keep doing this as it'll be the downfall of the top lane.
Oh, yeah.
Fiora misses the Vital there on the Q, and Ahri rotating up from the river. There is a ward in the river bush, so Fiora is probably able to spot her out, but staying this overextended right here without much mana is going to be dangerous. Forced to flash out. Not much of a flash, actually.
Yeah.
It's actually probably half of the distance that a flash can actually go, but does get summoner ability. Some great poke onto the Xerath. RHS gonna secure some more plates here in the tower. Right as I say that, Kai'Sa does come back from her spawn. Waggly Shepherd clearing the ward there, and just gonna keep pushing out his lane. Looking at the itemization, both junglers are completed with their tier 1 jungling item. However, Shyvana does have boots, so it's going to be very important that they understand that Shyvana can get to lane a lot faster than Sylas can. She does have more mobility, so she can be around the map kind of faster. But ultimately, they are pretty even. Sylas does have a almost 20 CS lead on the Shyvana. I would say more like a 10 CS lead. Well, we'll see if Waggly Shepherd can get anything going here in the top lane. Not able to get a good damage on the Fiora, but a Cactus may be a little caught out here. Sylas is there to back the Ahri up. Does steal the Fizz fish. With the Fizz having no E, he's able to lock down that fish easily onto the Fizz and get the assist there. The Ignite coming out of the Fizz and Fiora rotating down here. Got to be a little careful. Tiny Nation maybe falling down here. Does get the charm into the Sylas root. That's a good CC chain and a lot of execution down, a lot of healing. Should be able to clean up the Shyvana as well. Shyvana lacking level 6 does not have as much mobility as she needs to get out of the situation. Should be able to walk up and root. Doesn't quite have the range for it, but some good teamwork out in the top river side.
Something to give Waggly Shepherd some time to get some plates.
Oh yeah, totally. Potentially secure the Rift Herald on the side of RHS. And we're going back to farming. Almost a 50 CS lead in the bot lane. Gonna give Dead Tato some good pressure and some good scaling. A good bubble coming out onto the Xerath. Forces the Xerath to flash a good ultimate from the Varus. Also locks down the Kai'Sa and secures the kill. That's going to be a lot of pressure there. Tiny Nation. Shyvana wants to walk up and try to secure the Rift Herald and try to steal it away, but a Cactus is there to help out Sylas in securing the Rift Herald. It's a Rift Herald over to RHS. Does get the final burn onto Xerath. I'm pretty sure that was a Scorch proc there. And is able to secure the kill. RHS going to get some more plates here in the bot lane, and the Rift Herald going to go into the top lane. Want to secure some plates on the side of RHS in the top lane as well. RHS has to push out this lane pretty quickly, so Shelly can actually hit the tower down. And Fiora walking up here. Got to be a little careful. Shyvana there as well. They may not see the cleanest 2v1 here, but Tiny Nation going to try to fight under tower.
Oh.
Does fall to the tower, and Shyvana does burn the ultimate to get the shutdown onto the Sylas. Waggly Shepherd forced to flash. This is a heavy chase underneath the tower. We've seen Waggly Shepherd get the outplay before, but it's not going to be a chase underneath the tower this time. With Infernal Drake coming up, I expect Tiny Nation to be focusing on that and the timers of that, rotating over accordingly so he can take that dragon, secure it for his team. RHS getting some vision onto the Dragon Pit as well as in the Tribush. They know where Shyvana is, so they may be able to force something here on the Dragon Pit. A Cactus has a ward in that bush, is able see the Shyvana.
Showing
and
the
Tiny
importance
Nation
of that.
making a move. Oh yeah, totally. Tiny Nation making a move towards this Dragon Pit. Fizz taking a lot of poke down. Ahri should just be able to chase here. Proxy Electrocute isn't able to get the last hit to secure the kill, but does force the Fizz out of lane. This should be a free drag over to RHS without the mid prio. And that's a big fish over onto a Cactus. Is forced to flash out. Now suddenly this lane is a lot more even than it was 30 seconds ago.
Oh yeah.
But RHS does get the Infernal Dragon. See if Tiny Nation is able to make anything happen underneath. The tower does steal away the Xerath ultimate. We'll see if he decides to activate it to try to fish out this Kai'Sa. Instead, channels onto the Xerath and gets a huge shutdown. That was a big bait and switch and gets the double kill. Tiny Nation showing just how much big brain IQ he has.
Big brain time.
He knows the Kai'Sa is going to flash out of his... As soon as she sees him dash, he knows he's gonna flash. So he decides to go with the less mobile person that has flashed down, secures the first kill, and then uses that person's ultimate to Secure the second kill.
second kill. Beautiful. Big brain time.
Big brain IQ. And the charm going down on the Fizz is maybe a kill over to RHS as well. Fizz does get away. Has 1 HP, gets away with 1 HP there. And we're seeing a little bit of a skirmish in the top lane. Fiora first to flash, does get the ultimate down onto Waggly Shepherd. That's a lot of healing coming down from Waggly Shepherd, though. The big turret shot striking down
Big
the Fiora.
turret.
What was that?
Big turret time. Come on.
Big turret damage. Waggly Shepherd able to get the outplay there. Or maybe see a little fight here from the Shyvana and the Sylas in the Fauna jungle. Shyvana does the ultimate, but is canceled out by the Sylas.
Woo.
Stays exactly where he wants her and does get the 1-for-1. Kaisa may be rotating up here. It doesn't not want to rotate up onto the level 9 Sylas. Sylas going to farm away the Shyvana jungle and get even more of a lead in this game.
Waggly Shepherd with the outplays.
Oh yeah, Waggly Shepherd with the outplays just cures
Just let the tower do the work.
safety. Yeah, exactly. Cures the safety in the lane. Is getting chased down the lane from the Fiora though. See if he's able to kite her back to the tower. It's maybe a repeat.
Oh,
Let's
go a
see a
little too far,
repeat.
little too far.
No.
He probably would have been safer under tower.
Yeah.
Probably would have been much safer.
I don't think he had the abilities to do it. However.
Yeah.
But Tiny Nation there to secure the kill onto the Fiora. Not going to get as much value as that as possible.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Seeing a 2v1 on Tiny Nation here is going to get shut down by the Fizz and the Shyvana. Little overextended there. I don't think he was knowledgeable about where the enemy players were at.
Mm-hmm. Good damage on that bot lane.
Oh yeah. Dead Tato just so far ahead here has a 70 CS lead
70s,
in the bot lane.
Huge discrepancy.
Oh yeah, totally. You see Kaisa building 3 Sapphire Crystals. That's not the build you particularly want here. You want to start building damage because that mana isn't going to get you anywhere. Shyvana flashing towards the Varus, maybe seeing a shutdown here onto the Varus, but
Big bubble!
That's a big bubble.
That's what we wanted
Not
to
able
see.
to get there just in time.
The wave comes up.
The wave coming in, not only getting the solo kill, or sorry, this kill secure onto the Kaisa.
Beautiful. It's like I feel like I've been waiting all game for that. Let's see, this game feels like the definition of knowledge is power. You really do. You really have to know not only the mechanics, the cooldown times. You really have to know how a lot of these things play out. And sort of think,
totally.
think about being one. It's similar to chess. It's like being 1, 2, 3, 20 moves ahead.
Yeah, totally.
And then
You
changing
really need
that because it's dynamic.
Oh yeah, totally. It always changes in the game, and one thing that stays not consistent but ensures your basically progression into the game and makes sure that you stay 20 steps ahead of your opponent is vision. Vision is so important in this game, and a lot of starting new players don't know that because they just see it as like, oh, I can see where they are now. Well, vision really sets up objectives. It sets up the ability to pursue other objectives. Right now, A-Cactus getting chased down by the Shyvana may be a little bit difficult to get this 2v2 off. Not able to land the charm onto the Fiora. Both teams just backing out here. This was a big Q damage onto the Fiora.
It's huge. I felt that.
Yeah, no, I felt that in my soul. That was a one-hit Q.
Heavy action in top.
Securing the dragon for the side of RHS again. It is going to be a Mountain Soul.
attempt to come in.
Yeah, it's an attempt to come in. The Shyvana ult coming down. Big Darius hook. Gonna get both of the players there. And a big Varus ultimate gonna lock down the Fizz. Not able to dodge that one.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Ooh, trying as hard as he can.
And that's the bleed potentially onto the
That
Shyvana.
bleed,
Is able to
maybe.
heal up just right there and is able to lock down the Fiora, however. This should be a tower translated to RHS.
And that passive hits.
Oh yeah, that bleed is insane. Oh!
Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh! Did you see what I just saw? Did you see what I just saw? I just saw Varus take a Xerath from a 3rd HP to nothing with 1 Q. No stacks on his W. Insane. Able to lock down the Fizz again as he is 1v3.
Guess this tower easily broken.
Yep, it's going to be an inhib tower side of RHS. Kaisa slowly getting back into this game with the Man Immune. Flash coming out from the Fiora. We'll see if she's able to lock down some kills here. And that's just how powerful Fiora is, able to do some good damage and really just get into the backline. Has a lot of mobility. And Waggly Shepherd pushing the top lane tower here. Should be able to get some damage onto it. Meanwhile, blue side is going to rotate their players up to the top side of the map. Waggly Shepherd needs to be careful here. Could overextend into something and end up paying the price for it. But a Cactus is there in the blue jungle, kind of ghosting and shadowing around him.
Ooh.
And that's going to be a shark down onto Waggly Shepherd. Not able to make much happen there. And it's going to be a kill over to the blue side.
Should have backed
Fiora,
up when he saw that ward.
Yeah, Fiora's starting to get some strides in this game.
Mm-hmm.
Ultimately, RHS having the most control in this game, have a 11k CS or gold lead. And RHS sitting in the enemy team's red jungle here. Fiora rotating down to cut off Dead Tato. Dead Tato got to be careful. The Fiora can come up and really just easily 1v1.
Ooh.
And probably going to pay the price for it. It is going to be a big shutdown over the Fiora. However, Shyvana... Wait, what? What happened there? Oh, I guess the game glitched out?
I think so, yeah.
Because Silas stole Shyvana ultimate and activated it, and now the player card is displaying as Shyvana, but Silas got the kill onto the Shyvana there, and Nami also got the kill onto the Fizz. So it is going to be a 2-for-1 with an open inhib. 3 members of RHS grouping onto the mid inhib tower should fall right now with the Demolish proccing.
Oh, yeah.
And should potentially get some damage down onto the mid inhib. RHS trying to pressure 2 inhibs
Big
at
bubbles.
one. And this should be a mid inhib for RHS, which is...
A lot of focusing on Tiny Nation.
Yeah, a lot of focus on Tiny
See if
Nation.
RHS can collapse on this.
A Cactus misses the charm. Darius with the big axe should be able to lock down some damage onto the enemy team. It's a good Zhonya's from a Cactus, able to get the Fiora. That's exactly what they needed. Darius able to follow up there. Meanwhile, Tiny Nation is clearing out everybody in the back line, and Dead Tato gets back just in time to clear the waves and get as much damage out as possible on the towers. Tiny Nation going back in with the root. Fizz following up into the back line. Varus does miss his ultimate, but Shyvana may be able to be shut down here. RHS not as powerful as they may think here. Enemy team able to just dodge a lot of their abilities and depend on the Fiora to do a lot of damage in the back line. But
down.
should be a death on the Fizz. Heal coming out from Varus. Trying to fish for as much damage as possible onto the opposing team. I would advise probably backing off here.
yeah.
Mountain Drag is up. Just regroup, get the dragon, and reset. That was a good ultimate coming out from A-Cactus, though. Really denied the Fiora's ability to make anything happen there. RHS actually showing more attention over to the Baron. I actually like this a lot better. RHS is in the same spot as they were in the previous game. They have a 3 dragon lead on the opposing team, so they don't need to prioritize Dragon Soul as much, especially because it's Mountain. They're able to get more neutral objectives, get the Baron. Meanwhile, Tiny Nation can probably do something over at Dragon. Fiora is coming up to get some vision. With the Varus ultimate, Fiora should be able to get locked down here. They just have to be careful of the parry. And that is exactly what RHS is going to do. Fiora able to really get the 2v1 on here. But Tiny Nation almost falling there. Fishes out the Fiora with the last Q. Some good patience. And Tiny Nation getting in a 1v1 here at the Dragon Pit. Does smite the Dragon for health and is able to lock down the Shyvana. Meanwhile, that leaves 3 left standing for the blue side. And RHS is doing the Baron. No one is contesting. RHS has such a big lead, such a big gold lead that no one can really contest these objectives solely without losing. Is going to be a Baron Nashor over to RHS. Meanwhile, RHS's bot lane is pushing into the Nexus towers.
Those Winions, right?
Oh yeah, those Winions are detrimental if you let them get to your towers.
They're securing that push forward, taking down that tower.
Oh yeah. We'll see what they can make happen here. Soul point for RHS as well as Baron buff. Fiora trying to make a push here onto the back line of RHS. Or onto the main damage dealers of RHS, I should say. Fiora getting, or not Fiora, Fizz getting a big tier 3 fish. Varus fishing out the Fizz there. Able to lock down the kill and get more pressure here onto the Nexus towers. Tiny Nation with the Xerath ultimate able to relieve some pressure onto the towers here. Shyvana does get out of there, and Fiora may be able to clean up here. Does fall, and that's some big damage onto the Kaisa as well. It is going to be the second win for RHS, securing the best of 3 in the series. 26 game.
26.
14-4. What did I say? Did I say 26? Did I say something else? Yeah, 26-minute game. 14-14. 14-4, sorry, Silas. And a 7-0, Ari. 8-2, Varus. Some big KDAs for RHS.
Huge.
Huge KDAs.
Huge. That damage dealt, huge.
Oh yeah, the big damage dealt from the Silas.
Discrepancies.
Yeah, both Silas and Varus stealing as much damage as they could. Saw some good bubbles from Nami that game, as always. But that is going to be...
That's it for us. It's a good time. Let's see.
All right.
Where's my chat? Chat, where you at? Let's get some GGs in the chat. Come on. You're having a good time. Tiny Nation in the chat to GG. Good work. Let's see. It's not working for me. There we go. All right. Well, with that said, that's going to be a good match. Awesome match. Any final thoughts, final words, things to say?
I would just say keep practicing your champions, making sure that you're constantly practicing their combos and abilities. For Tiny Nation, if he wants to keep playing Lee Sin, just inset. The Malzahar had a really good impact in the first game and was really able to lock down pressure on the minion waves. And for Tiny Nation, for Tiny Nation in the bot lane, just to really communicate when summoner abilities are down, so Tiny Nation is able to make more of an impact into the bot lane. In the first game, both enemy laners in the bot lane had no flash available, and they were relatively immobile without Lucian. If Tiny Nation down there locked some pressure down there or locking, then it would have just put them even farther into the lead that they had earlier. But ultimately, those was a good game.
Good games all around. Thanks for watching, everyone. Make sure you give us a follow. Make sure you share us out. Make sure you put down in your schedule we're going to be here again Friday.
That we are.
Yeah, we are. We're going to be here, so make sure you give us a follow. Make sure you'll watch us there. Chat. Love y'all. Thanks for being in there, and we'll see you next time. So, thank you. I'm Mr. Xeris, and this is my wonderful co-host, Evan Perslow.
Thank you guys.
All right, GG's. Have a good night.
GG's, y'all.